Hey everybody, it's Matt from AI DIY. Today I want to have a really brief chat about Refusion and the terms of service and what that means to you. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. Welcome back, it's Matt from AI DIY, or aidiy.tech is the website. Look, this isn't going to be a long video. I've just seen this coming up quite a bit in the different sort of chats. Refusion's been around for a while, and as soon as somebody points out in the chat, check out this new thing, Refusion, someone's automatically going to say, hey man, that's been around for a while. Regardless, a lot more people are hearing about it now. It was definitely been sent out to me through the website, people talking about, and definitely people mentioning to check out the terms of service. I didn't used to be a guy that would look through terms of service. Certainly I am now. I feel like I sort of have a responsibility to be across all this stuff. So how do I do that? I'll read through the terms of service first. Like, I've had a few businesses, I've had lawyers come back to me, I've had to have a basic understanding of stuff. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not giving legal advice, I'm just sort of giving you a heads up of some things you might want to be concerned about and check out for yourself. Once I'm done reading that, I will take that and dump it all into ChatGPT and just have a conversation about it, just like I would contract with one of my businesses. Next, I want to thank the Unemployable podcast for letting me use their studio while I'm interstate. It was just a hurricane here in Queensland, Australia, or as they call it, a cyclone. This was very, very good that they've let me do this. If you're thinking about using Refusion to generate AI music, just hold up a second, be aware that there's terms that are a little bit more strict here than they are in Suno and Udio. I could eat my words on all of this stuff. It's in the works now for me to talk to somebody at Refusion, sort of in an interview, and have it out there for you to hear. One thing in particular, it was very clear to me in the terms of service, checked out with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is like, yeah, totally, that's what it is. You can't use a social media means or channel or whatever to compare any other AI music making platform with Refusion. I sent an email to their lawyers and they said, no, that's no problem, you can do that, make a video, that's fine. A lot of times what you find when people in business will take their concerns to the lawyer, look, I need a contract, I need terms of service, I need privacy agreements and things, the lawyers will just be like, the highest levels, you are totally protected as far as you can. We're happy to go to court if you do these. And you know, the business will come back and say, we're not really sure about this one. Does it have to? And the lawyers will be like, hey man, this is the risk you're taking if you don't do that. So I have a feeling that Refusion's sort of in that space right now where they'd like to be a lot more lenient, but they're afraid, or they maybe don't have all these lawyers to go to court. I don't know. In particular, I think I mentioned very clear terms, and this has been brought to me through the website and through different sort of chat means, is at least from what I understand, you can't use Refusion for any commercial gain. So if your YouTube channel is monetized, basically you're taking a chance if you produce a song in Refusion and put it out into the world and you're making money off of it. So much so that I was going to show samples of what Refusion can do with some of the stuff I've done in this video, but I didn't want to because I'm afraid once this channel is monetized, the video could be taken down. Some of the red flags that have come up as well is you can't sue them. You have a problem with them, you automatically have to enter into arbitration. And I suppose in that case, if you can't sue them, they will leverage. So the arbitration is probably gonna go their way. You also can't participate in a class action lawsuit. So if a whole bunch of us feel that we've been hard done by Refusion in some way, like something that has to do with, you know, the music distributors and Sony and us, we can't band together to sort of hire one lawyer, go up against it. We can't do class action lawsuits. That's an agreement in the terms of service. Now, here's one that's similar to what Suno does and Udio does, and it sort of comes up as a problem sometimes, is they don't claim ownership over your stuff, but they can use it anytime. So if you become the next Taylor Swift and you're making millions of dollars off of whatever song you made in Refusion, they can play it whenever they want without having to pay any royalty. Now, at the moment, like I said, there's a thing where you can't use it commercially anyway, but I guess this is maybe future-proofing, or in that example, it makes sense. And they can tell you to stop using your song at any time. So if you're famous for one song, they can say, it's a problem, take it down. Other stuff is similar, like, you know, they can cancel your account at any time. So if you're uploading stuff that's known music and copyrighted, and you're making you're separating stems and making stuff, and it becomes a problem, same as Suno and Udio. They'll just cancel your account, you lose all access to your songs, no argument. I strongly encourage you to go and read the terms of service. A lot of this stuff is up to my interpretation. In my opinion, it'd be good if you're working out the lyrics to a song and you don't want to burn through Suno and Udio credits. Like, that's the way I work on my lyrics. I'll have all my lyrics, I'll put it out to the song, and I'll be like, that sounds too Dr. Seuss. I'm going to change that around. I'm going to mix that around. You do that with Suno, you could just burn through credits. And that's like the biggest complaint I see on Facebook and different sort of social media is people burning through credits. So if you want to work through a song, you know, go for it. But then again, Refusion says, you know, they can play that song whenever they want. Hey, if you like this video and you like my content, please subscribe below. I want to attract, I guess, people who are in the know and who are big names in this space, ask them questions, your questions, and provide value to you guys and this channel. Otherwise, go ahead and keep watching. And if you could take note of the charity I support, the John Fawcett Foundation, they go out to remote villages in Indonesia and perform cataract surgery. It's obviously life-changing, even if it happens for just one person in the family, especially if that's the bread earner, or if it's, you know, sometimes it's a kid that needs to go to school. It basically cures blindness. So if you can either donate through my website or through the John Fawcett Foundation website, I would greatly appreciate that. And once again, I want to thank the Unemployable Studio, the Unemployable Podcast, for letting me use their studio while I'm interstate. I really appreciate that. Yeah, tune in for the next video, and I appreciate you watching.